Hi and welcome to this video on using head coverings as a pacing tool. So I use where I don't have the energy to make myself look presentable and go out and do the thing. I now use a headscarf to resolve that issue. I have a number of different options that I've tried. I will take you through 4. So this is using the most simple thing, a square of fabric. Simple square scarf. Needs to be at least 90, might get away with 80 centimetres square, so that's a diagonal of about 150 centimetres. So to use this, you fold it diagonally, make sure it's centred, cross them over at the back, put it tight, and then tie a double knot. Then with the 2 ends, you've got different choices. You can tuck them in to create a bow effect. It's literally just tucked under the band, or you can wrap the ends around the knot to create a rose effect. And there you go. Advantage of this is that there's no lump of fabric at the back, so I can lie down quite comfortably on it. Keep the front quite low down on all the scarves, as that helps it stay on securely, and for me that's important because I need to be able to lie down and then get up again and still look presentable without having to reset it each time. So that's this option. Any square of fabric that's quite thin will work, but the thing to look out for is machine washable, because you don't want a hair covering that you can't keep clean. And so there's lots of them available. Literally just Google headscarf or square headscarf and keep an eye on the sizes, because you need the larger size to have enough fabric to make this kind of tie. The next one to look at is the beanie. So I've tried a couple of different beanies. I've tried a very cheap one that's designed to be used with an Alice band to add to style it, but for me it doesn't grip my head well enough to work, and it also doesn't have, because it's designed for people with no hair, it doesn't have the space, as you can see, it doesn't have the space to tuck my hair underneath it. So that's something to really keep an eye out for on beanies. That one was machine washable, one of the very few beanies that I found that were. I did do have another beanie which was much more expensive, so this was around £25, which is quite a lot of money. So it has a separate scarf that's just been tucked through a loop. So this one, you can see it's got gathers, so it's got a lot more room for the hair. So this one, it does actually work. So just tucking my hair out of the way, and then tie the scarf. And you can have it as a wide band or a narrow band, however works for you. So that's the Beanie, and I actually really like this one. However, it's not washable, so for me that means this is actually relegated to the occasional use, because I'm just not going to get around to doing hand washing all the time. That's just how things are. So, however, I really like this additional little scarf, so that will get a lot more use, I should think. So you can put the loops at the back. There's loads of different designs for these, and if you Google head covering, you will see a huge number of these, different styles, different colours, really beautiful, but most of them are not machine washable, and many of them don't have room for hair. So yeah, you'd have to make your own decisions on those. Now the next option, which again is one I use a lot, is another simple scarf again. So this one, it's called a bandana, and it's in bamboo cotton. Because this is smaller, so the diagonal is about 90 centimetres and the short side is about 70 centimetres. So with this one, it has to be tied at the back of the neck. This is a sort of double knot at the back of the neck. This has the disadvantage of meaning that then there is quite a big solid lump at the back. So if I'm going to be lying down a lot, I don't tend to use this tie because it gives me neck pain. So that's all, and you're good to go. However, of course, you can accessorise it. So just tie a scarf, a smaller scarf over the top, or of course there's the Alice band option, which of course you can get hundreds of designs of these, especially on places like Etsy. So you can really customise it to your outfit and to your personality. And these bamboo scarves come in a lot of different, there's a huge range of plain colours. So again, you can make it properly part of your outfit rather than a thing you have to wear that's additional. So that's another one that I like and use regularly. And the final option is something I've only found most recently. That is these pre-tied headscarves. So what they are is there's different types of these. So make sure you read the detail to find out what type you're ordering. So the type I have has a sort of elasticated or stretchy Alice band with a cheap cotton headscarf attached to it, and then the headscarf also has this elasticated thing to make a pouch so that there's room for your hair, which for me is very important. Then it has two ties, which can be used as ties or which can simply be left as they are. So I've put my head through the hole under the pouch for the hair because that's easier. I can get all my hair out of the way, put it back up, and then scoop my hair into the hair pouch. Now you can just leave it as it is according to the blurbs, but personally, and this is probably partly because sensory issues mean I love the pressure of something tied around my head, so it's a bit of a double bonus for me. So it's come a bit far back. So that for me is about the optimum position for staying on. So simple single knot tie at the back just to keep it really nice, and there you go. So these come in loads of completely different fabrics and patterns. So I got a pack of 3 for about £15. So to find these, you'd Google pre-tied scarf, and you'd find these in various other designs too, so it may be that for you a different design would work, but for me, I'm very pleased with these, and when I start replacing them, I will be going for these. So I hope you found that useful. We'll put some links in the blurb with the video. Hopefully you find it useful.